In March 1944, the combined Baltic Unitary State forces have managed to take Murmansk. The battle that was unsuccessful the first time around, and that means we are holding the airport, which also means... are we holding the airport? Yes, we are. Which also means we can move the planes north, and hopefully start assisting with the rest of the attacks here. We do have yet another British naval landing near Tallinn, but we are sending already divisions to deal with that. And I think, yeah, we've got aerial superiority over the Baltics, so we keep launching naval bombing raids against the ports there. And yeah, we just have to be a little careful here with these Soviet divisions. But I think we can. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. We'll encircle these Soviet divisions here near Murmansk, and once we take Kirkenes, they have no more supply, and then we can deal with the rest of them as well as we go. And hopefully they are just not mobile enough to be dealing with us. So we'll leave one division here to defend, while the rest of them marches on and tries to keep pushing north. Just keep pushing north, try to encircle these divisions, cut them off from supply. We're moving the railway battery into place, and Murmansk is ours, honestly, which means that the rest of the divisions can continue to wipe out these Soviet parts here. We haven't actually needed the first, honestly. Let's just keep an eye on the situation in Tallinn. It looks like our port guard divisions are holding. I'm sending in the Narva port guards as well as the marine divisions to help clean up. But I'm not sure how successful they're going to be on the offense, but defensively they should be sufficient. So marine divisions are in place. They just need to we're going to give them a defensive line here. They just need to regain their organization. And I think we have repelled the 4th Sudanese colonials trying to land in Tallinn successfully. But obviously we do want to deal with these incursions there. In the north, just making sure that the Soviets aren't moving anywhere. We have a line of contact. Okay, we are being pushed back somewhat. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna need to kill that front line here and make sure that everybody is on the other front line. So first army on that line, and everybody else onto that front line, so they don't start any sudden movements. These two divisions as well. So let's make sure that we are cutting off the Soviets and we are taking Kirkenes. We've got 3 divisions here. One of you take this. The other one more move to the north to help defend. But it looks like we've been pushed back here a little bit at Kirkenes. You hold Murmansk for now, and this division is still on a still just capturing the terrain there. Here we are pushing north. We need to leave one division behind to defend. One division has been pushed back, and the other ones are pushing north. Although we might have to wait for reinforcements from the east. I just want to take this territory before the Allies get there, and because it's very defensible territory. How is my naval invasion happening? Okay, yeah, on the offense, this is not really going to happen. So we'll just let the naval divisions deal with it. That's fine. They can't take Tallinn. They've landed 2 divisions, but that's not going to do them any good. So let's begin the assault already. I think the naval divisions can take this encircled one here without too much trouble. And focus on the northern operations to make sure that nothing is going awry here. Yeah, we might need to have to consolidate the front lines a bit. I think the push towards Kirkenes was a little too ambitious, as a line too far. So let's see if we, now that once Murmansk is connected, and in that, yeah, I'm gonna leave the railway gun here. Actually, that is a good place. It can help with some operations here. Actually, they're open again to Kirkenes. In that case, let's move. If they're open at Kirkenes, we move, and then we'll gradually extend the lines here. Siam has capitulated. Dark times indeed. That was, I think they have been invaded by the British. Yeah, British Malaya and France has retaken Siam. Japan is doing okay in China, actually. That is fascinating. They seem to have made it all the way almost up to Chongqing. And they seem to be doing okay in the north here. Yeah, they are doing okay in China. They've been pushed out. They've been pushed out of here, out of Shanxi. But they're doing all right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, the Americans have island hopped their way and they have landed in Okinawa. Well, not in Okinawa, but yeah, Japan is about to capitulate. That is extremely unfortunate because that means yeah, we're going to have to deal with all of that, I guess. And we might have to deal with the allies here then much more significant. We're seeing Turkish divisions here now for all. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be pushing in the south anytime soon. Okay, we have. They're still trying to take Tallinn, so let's get these divisions. But we've wiped out one British division, and we'll wipe out that one as well with the naval troops. That's not a problem. And we are again standing almost in Kirkenes. But we do need, which means we now have. No, they can still move out, but we can't move on any further at this point. So it's just gonna take a while for the troops. Let's get these divisions moving as well. Maybe we can take Kirkenes along the coastline here. I'm happy to let the allies take that for now. I don't want to necessarily have to defend out of supply here too much. Behind the river line is much better. So that's all right. And we are assaulting the. We're counterattacking. Not yet. I think we are counterattacking these divisions now, and yeah, they're gonna die. There we go. Now we're counterattacking the British divisions here that have landed, and then we'll be having those sorted out. And okay, we are across the river, which means we are now pushing with the 1st Army divisions towards Kirkenes. Murmansk is not yet connected, but we are working on it. I am going to need to include Murmansk eventually in the and Kirkenes, which means I'm probably actually going to need a couple more divisions trained. So let's add one more here. We will need to port guard that at some point. That attack against Kirkenes not happening. Let's wait for the first to arrive. That division on the front line. And how does it look like here now? Okay, we have to defend here. But we may be able to. Yeah, no, we're not holding this. Okay, they're pushing us back again. We may be able to close the. No, we're not going to close that either. So let's just push north here. But then we need to close this encirclement here and finish off these Soviet divisions once we've taken Kirkenes. And everybody else just needs to defend in the meantime. One divisions remain behind. First Army leads the charge here. The United States have decrypted our ciphers again. It's very unfortunate. Is that a Danish invasion fleet I'm seeing here? Yes, the Danes are trying again in Western Poland. Good luck. I know the Germans don't have any equipment, but I do. I'm starting to get my deficit under control. Now, obviously, this is from new deployments still as well. but we're getting there slowly. Okay, everything's started to become a little static here. This Soviet position I would love to take, but it looks like the Allies have stopped their assault here as well. We might be able to... Okay, attack Kirkenes, please. I think we might not be able to... Can we support from the other side? Let's see. Unfortunately, they are fortified here. So, and they are actually supplied. So I'm not sure we're actually going to break through here for now. I think we're going to stop the assault first, and I'm going to shrink the First Army. Oh, two of my these two divisions not in the First Army, please. They belong to there. Okay. I'm going to get the front line shortened there for the First Army divisions. Plan the assault on Kirkenes. That's where the Soviets are making their stand at this point. And I think we need to start wiping out these troops here, because we are a little open. So I'm gonna slowly start attacking these divisions here and shortening that a little bit while they are being pushed back towards Kirkenes, and we are just waiting for Murmansk to come online. Hopefully soon the railways will be connected, at which point we can we will get supply, and then we can restart the assault here. Okay, you just defend for now. We're just preventing them from breaking out here. So that's that. Everything else here is actually under decent control. Why is my... Oh, what... Oh! Yeah, about that. It looks like the Soviets have cut our supply lines here. How did that happen? How did I not have sufficient divisions in the area? That is confusing to me. Do we not have sufficient divisions in the... hang on. These are 5th Army divisions. Why am I having 5th Army divisions in the south here? I'm confused. Is that from... Is there like a yes. Oh, okay. Okay. I have way too many divisions in Grodno here. I don't know how that happened. I must have misclicked somewhere. But I want... Grodno can hold itself. I need everybody back on that front line, to be honest. Yeah, let's get everybody back on the front lines. And please make sure that we are reconnecting... we're reconnecting ourselves here, because that is... why do I have 8 divisions from the 3rd Army along this line? That's way too many. I don't need that many. Okay, we're gonna have... We can pull some divisions here, actually. I think... how many divisions do we need here? I'm not sure this is assaultable. 2, 3... I think we need 4 only. So I'm gonna take... 1 division here, assign them to the northern front, and pull up a 2nd division here and assign them to the northern front. Okay, that should leave 6 divisions from the 3rd. Yeah, something's messed itself up here pretty massively. Not sure what happened there, but we'll retake that position. And then we should be good to go again. Yeah, maybe they pushed us back when I wasn't looking, but we need to hold that position here. It's quite important. And I'm now moving the forces out of Grodno as well, which is fine. Polish assaults on Suwałki are not getting anywhere. Danes have landed again, but I think the Germans have managed to push them back into the ocean. We have cleared Tallinn, so I'm going to leave, for now, I'm going to leave the naval divisions just here, honestly. Just in case they are trying another thing. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I might need the naval divisions in the north. Let's move them to Vasa and delete that line, because that's where we have the next the next naval invasion happening. Let's see who's messing with us this time. We are being invaded by the Dutch again. I don't think they're going to be able to land, but they might be able to land. There are more divisions coming here, so there's a Dutch invasion in Vasa. So we do need the naval troops here to deal with that. Air is still not caring about the fighters here in the air, but air is... the naval bomber wings are... Okay, we've got too many wings here. We've got the fighter wings need to be relocated again. That was because of the invasion. And that one no longer needs to do pilot exercises, but can start launching the port strikes as well. So everybody here, please execute port strikes. The fighters are doing their part. And yes, the Dutch have landed... in the north. I don't think they'll be able to take the port in Vasa, but I am sending the naval divisions over to be dealing with that little incursion there. And I think we are overstretching ourselves here a little bit. Murmansk is not yet connected. That division is still going to clear out the territory here, but we are overstretching here. So stop the assault. So cancel the assault here. We are getting a little overstretched here at this position. I'm gonna have to wait for... we might have to defend here for now. And gonna have to wait for the supply here. Then we can close this, defeat the remaining Soviets. Once again, they are pumping incredible amounts of divisions into Murmansk, into the Murmansk area, trying to hold that. And we have retaken this, which means the supply hub here is going to be reconnected, which means that has disconnected the whole northern supply line. That's why we need this cross railway here. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to sit still for a minute and get everybody to dig in, reorg themselves, and okay, what's happening here? Another naval invasion. That's the Polish this time, trying to go for Königsberg, and we've got the Greeks trying again to do anything. And it looks like the Dutch are working their way towards Vasa. So where are my naval divisions? They are moving at top speed. Are we good? We are okay on things, and we are starting the port strikes again. Just a couple of Danish destroyers here. We may have to try. And I really don't want to risk that, but we may at some point have to try to just assault that. Okay, the Germans should be able to hold off. We're going to be dealing with the Danish incursion here. They have landed tanks now, which is bad because 4th Light Tank Brigade, and they're landing more divisions here, so this could actually be a bit of a problem. I need these troops here, please, as quickly as you can, to make sure that they're not taking Vasa, and then we can counterattack. Doing more damage to these Danish ships. How's it looking in the north? The Soviets are counterattacking us now. And Murmansk is still disconnected, and that's because we had lost the railway here temporarily, which is really unfortunate that I haven't been paying attention there. But this is worrying, so I might need to send some troops over from Helsinki as well. We don't actually have anybody in Turku right now. Are you not covering Turku? You are, but I don't think they have enough divisions, honestly. Let's send some troops over from Helsinki, but I think we are about to lose Vasa, and I don't think we get the... Yeah, Tokyo has fallen. I don't think we're going to get the divisions there in time, so this may need troops from the north, actually, which I can't spare. This little Dutch incursion here is a problem, because we are not going to get the naval divisions here in time, and they've still got 2 more divisions that they're going to be trying to land here. So going to be having to retake Vasa. Yeah, that is a successful naval landing, unfortunately. So let's see if we can get that contained. The naval divisions are going to need, and yes, they're immediately trying to break out further. The naval divisions are going to need to take supply from Turku. So let's see if we can cut them off. But they are trying to push further north, and I don't think we might not have the supply to take them on. We might not have the organization to take them on. We might have. So immediately, okay, we'll need to try and retake the port. So we might have to let them in a little bit. Nothing happened here. To be careful in the north that the Soviets aren't pushing us back, and have to wait for the supply lines to be reconnected. So let's deal with this first. See if we can. Yeah, I think we might be able to retake Vasa, because they are now pushing inland, which isn't going to help them. Because if we can retake Vasa, then we cut them off from supply. Is that threatening our northern supply routes? No, because we have some interconnection here. Murmansk is still not connected, and the Soviets are absolutely pouring divisions into this area. Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute. Right now we have to retake Vasa, cut them off from supply, and then deal with this incursion here before they can land any more troops, because if they start landing more troops, then we'll be in trouble. Okay. Yes, they're already starting to land more troops. So let's retake the position there. Okay, hold that for now. They are counterattacking, so I'm going to get the other division to... I'm going to leave one in Vasa. I'm going to get the other division to deal with this little half of the incursion. Okay, you stay and defend. No, okay, both divisions into Vasa. We need to defend Vasa. We'll let these run around a little bit if they need to. But in that case, we'll deal with the south first. Let's already counterattack them, actually, because we might be able to clean up the south first. Then that is a Dutch division that we're working against here. So you defend in Vasa. That'll help. You move back. It's checking the north that we're not being cut off anywhere. We've reconnected all the railway lines, so everything looks clear around here. And we're just pinning the division there. Assist with the assault, and then you instantly join the rest of them there. Baltic state. There's another naval invasion. Who is it this time? The Danes again. They are really, really busy near. I think we've got enough divisions here to deal with that, I hope. Okay, we've managed to break through here, which means we can already cut off the divisions further north. And I'll just have to make sure that the Danes don't land any troops. The Italians could really have been helping here a little bit. Okay, we have reconnected the supply lines, which means the First Army divisions now have supply, which means we are going to try and take Kirkenes. So let's begin the assault on Kirkenes. Assist from the other side. And everything else just defend for now, while we are dealing with the incursion here in the south. Okay, we've wiped them out. Good. So just encircle these divisions and then wipe them out. You can already attack it, so it doesn't get anywhere. Okay, I think Japan has just capitulated. That is terrible news, because that means the Americans have nothing better to do than to get over here. Let's take a look what that looked like. We have managed to damage some more Danish ships here, but haven't really sunk anything. Soviets are attacking us along this very thin line here again. You should be defeating the Allies, not me. But yeah, China has taken over the former Japanese possessions. The Americans have taken over the Japanese mainland, and that means the Allies have the Dutch East Indies back, which means they are going to be able to produce planes again. That is really, really, really bad news for us. As if we didn't have any other problems. All right, but let's clear up this. Let's clear up the incursion in the north here while we are at it, and then we may have to strengthen our port defenses a little bit, because if they can manage to overwhelm the these divisions are very, very skinny. So ideally, I'd like these divisions to be a little bit more powerful. There's also a tank division there. Let's see if we can defeat these guys before the tank division gets there. And we've got one more division coming here. This division's moving back. Yes, we don't have enough divisions of these small ones to defend all the ports to begin with, and we're still training up a bunch of them. While we're doing that, what do my occupied territories look like? I think, yes, so we've got 100% garrison efficiency, so I am going to switch the occupation for military governor to civilian oversight. That is going to increase the amount of resistance quite significantly, but reduces the amount of damage to the garrisons and the amount of garrisons required, and it increases the compliance quite a little bit. So another alternative would be local police force, but I would like to go for maximum compliance if possible. So let's. Unfortunately, that means we're also losing manpower and resource extraction. But let's try civilian oversight for a while. Let's see how how bad it gets. And okay, we have managed to encircle a Soviet division here, wipe them out. Assault against Kirkenes is happening. And after that, immediately push on here. We do need because we don't want to use transports. We do need the railroad. From we'll connect it from here towards Kirkenes, and that needs to be prioritized so we can get that all ready. Which one is this? The last one I've done. So Murmansk-Petsamo, yeah, that one. How are we doing on construction? Still whiles away, but we are getting there. Okay. So Kirkenes, a battle for Kirkenes. If we can take Kirkenes, that would be massive, and I think we actually have divisions here to potentially assist with the assault as well. Yeah. And then we'll break through. Cut off the remaining Soviet divisions. Range improvements are done. These are. We've got the heavy MG done, so I'm not too concerned about that. Is there any infantry tech that I can already get done here? We could do mechanized 3, but I think I'm planning to use mountain infantry in Norway, so I'm going to start improving these guys already. And you can assist with the wiping out of that division. How's my incursion looking? We haven't managed to push back them back just yet. So let's see if we can. Let's launch another assault. Let's see if we can push them back and get them encircled in one place. No one's been landing. More damage to things. assaults here, lines stable here. Sorry, it's just a lot of things that I need to check constantly. These guys should be out of, yeah, they're completely out of supply. Unfortunately, we are running a little low ourselves, but I think we've got it. And I think this is the final, yeah, infiltration in depth, plus 2% reinforce rate, and we're done with the army tree, with the army tree here. Look at the amount of Soviet divisions they're pouring into Murmansk. It's crazy. Okay, we have taken Kirkenes, and we will leave one division behind to defend. No, delete that. Delete all these front lines. One division here to defend. 3 divisions to attack. That division takes it out. This division captures the area. How is our deficit on steel? We're getting there. -8 steel still, but we are starting, I think we are starting to extract some resources. Yep, we're starting to extract some resources here. And I think we may be able to improve the infrastructure. Yes, significantly. So that is a top priority. As usual, everything is always top priority, but Murmansk infrastructure is top priority because that will allow us to probably extract enough to get our industry under control. Soviets are pushing us back here, which that is okay. Well, it's not great, but I can try to send one division in to help defend. But the Soviets have sent most of their army here now at this point. So it's really, but now they're stuck because they no longer control any ports. So I think once we wipe out these Soviet divisions here, and that division from Kirkenes can already keep pushing here towards the lines and extend that a little bit to make sure that we're holding the river line. Yeah, I think we are going to have a good defensive position, and we are going to be in a great position to oh yeah, we've wiped out everything here, I think. I think these divisions are taken care of. Yeah, we'll be in a good position. We'll be in a good position to launch further offensives in the north here at some point, especially if we get Kirkenes connected. Hopefully we can fix our resource problems. What are we still short? We are short of tungsten. I don't really think there's any kind of tungsten chance for us to gain any tungsten, but we're even starting now to produce mechanized equipment again. And we are producing support equipment, which makes me extremely happy. Given the sheer amount of support equipment we need, we might need five factories on support equipment. And we are building convoys again, which means we may be able to build some submarines. But we might have to research some better ones before we do that. For now, let's just put all all dockyards on convoys. And we have enough air XP to what can we do? Advisor cost, research, air accidents and doctrine cost. That'd be nice. Experience gain and intelligence. This is research speed, and this is training experience. Aircrew surveys sounds like a good idea. And then centralized control, I think, or ace effectiveness, power production, ground attack factor, battlefield air interdiction. Oh, no, this is the other way. Veteran air instructors might be pretty good as well, because we are losing a lot of planes, because these are cheap planes. So how do our naval wings look decent, actually. I think we are almost managing to bring up another one. We might need a bigger airport, honestly, but we'll start in Tampere. Yeah, Mark II Larkas. This is the Mark II Larkers were fighter planes, right? Okay, so let's get a fighter wing up, and let's get a dive bomber wing up, and just get them training. All right. Yep, we are starting to build up a bit of an air force. And even though they don't really have the range in the north here, they can hopefully maybe we can build an airport here and get a forward airbase going. But all of that is going to come in the next episode. For now, we seem to have actually even fixed our supply problems along the lines here. Fair enough. I'm not even sure we need that supply hub. I'll leave it there for now, but I think we may be actually good now, given that we've got 100% supply efficiency. And the last thing I'm going to check is if there is any... this is steel, if there is any tungsten around anywhere near me that I can work with. I mean, the trading with the Germans would be nice if they controlled any tungsten, but we'd have to push into northern Poland here, which is under German control, but no tungsten. No, there's tungsten in the north here. So I think the next push is going to be towards Norway. And trying to, this is all hilly, but we don't have mountaineers yet. We'll get there, but to start taking away their tungsten and steel, and then I think we are good on resources and on our way to victory. Maybe we'll see. It's still too early to call, but these two divisions, when they're finished, please return to Turku and deal with the next naval invasion that's coming in. Yeah, we're starting to train some troops. We're starting to get out of our deficit. We still haven't managed to take Öland, but we're wearing down their shipping, and we're generally building up our strength in the air, which is good. So maybe the Soviets can still hold a little bit. We'll see. Moscow still hasn't fallen, so the Allies must be taking losses there. Overall, we have taken losses, but not as bad as I thought they would be. Whereas the British have taken quite some losses against us by now, and the Soviets, the Danish should have taken. Yeah, the Danish are losing quite a little bit. Norwegians are next. The Americans, yep, we've actually inflicted quite a bit against the Americans. The Japanese are out of the picture now, unfortunately. And against the Soviets, definitely. So we've done our thing against the Soviets, but we are now outnumbered 10-1 with the capitulation of Japan. So given that the Americans now have nothing better to do than kicking the Soviet Union to death, I think it'll end up being us versus against the world, not too far of a future. But again, the goal for this run is to restore the Empire of Finno-Ugria and attempt from there on to well, once that's done, then I'll call it a win. But we could then attempt from there on to liberate Germany and restart the whole affair in I don't know what, 1950 or something. I have enough for a couple more medals, so let's do that. Where can we? Anybody who can be granted medals that I actually. There is a. Okay, who's got citations? We've got some extremely experienced divisions here, actually. So, but these are more defensive, really defensive divisions. We might give. Actually, we might go for a little bit more war support, to be fair. Let's go for a little bit more war support. It'd be great if we get that up to 100%, because that'll also be reducing our stability impact, which has all kinds of other benefits. So right now our stability affects the resistance and all kinds of things. So let's keep where we're losing war support right now. Combat casualties and bombing. Combat casualties, heroism. We are the heroes, and off we go. Right, so in the next episode, we will attempt to complete this Soviet encirclement here from the north, wipe out these divisions, and then close off the... we've taken Kirkenes, so close off the positions here. And yeah, hopefully make an end to We are a little exposed here with the railway gun. Hopefully make an end to this, shorten the front line, and then begin operations against the Allies through northern Norway and into Sweden. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.